Hello everybody and welcome back to Hytale. We found the site of what is going to be our very first home. I've made all of our extra little workbenches, at least the ones that I can create thus far. Now there's a couple here that are locked. We actually need to upgrade the workbench. We need to upgrade everything, frankly. I collected some wood, made a big chest, just some housekeeping stuff before I started recording, and we're going to make this into a home. I don't really know how to do that. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know exactly what that's gonna look like. I don't know what the house is gonna look like. I don't know what the process of building it is gonna look like. I'm a little lost, but it's fine. I think the thing I want to start off with is a door. I think if we start with a door, we can go from there. And I want it to be a circular door. Does that kind of make sense? Ooh, there's some Skelleboys over there. I'm going to make a circular door of sorts, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to accomplish that yet, but it's going to happen. So I think the question is, do I want the door to be up higher or down lower? I think I might want like an arch. I think I want an arch right here. There's like a lot of different kinds of blocks, huh? This is kind of overwhelming. Like, what do I do? How do I know what to use? Okay, so I have that for now as like a doorway. And then if I place some wood along here, kind of like this, and then I take this away because that's not needed. Okay, and then I put like a door here. What do we think about that as like a doorway? Could that work? I think that might work. What do the doors actually look like? Because I've noticed everything has their own little aesthetic. I hope this door matches the color of the wood well. It matches enough, I think. I'm not too unhappy with that. I think probably I want like this. Yeah, maybe. This is hard. Harder than I expected it to be. Okay, I think for now that's going to be our door. So we kind of have to figure out everything else now. we got to do the hard part now. What if we use these blocks to create a sort of base like that? I don't think that looks too bad. I think that looks okay as a sort of the bottom of it. Yeah, let's do that. And then I think I want... What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? What kind of wood can we make? I think I do want the outside to be wood, because I think it'll fit the environment better. So if we just create some walls like this for now, and I do kind of want it to look a little irregular, right? I want it to look natural, like it's kind of growing out of this little thing that we found. I'll figure out exactly what that's going to look like here, but I mean, I don't love this, do I? This looks a little bad. It looks a little bad. How can we fix this? I mean, does that look fucking awful, or does that look all right? Oh, I'm being attacked. Hello? I didn't even notice. Excuse me, I'm trying to become a homeowner. You literally cannot relate. Get fucked. Die. I can't help but feel like this looks terrible. Am I crazy or does it look bad? Like really bad? Man, I don't know. It's hard. Without knowing like what blocks are in the game really, it's really hard to know exactly what to do and how to make it look good. Okay, so fences do not work like they do in Minecraft. You can't make little corner pieces. What do these beams do? Do they look good? Not really. Does that look better? No, that looks still really bad. Still really, really quite bad, huh? Okay, I'm gonna clear out the area inside and try and establish exactly how big I want the inside of this house to be. Okay, I think I've decided, so this is the door, right? This is kind of gonna be the dimensions of the house. I know it looks a little weird, but I want to incorporate this tree into the house itself. So like I want these to be internal, natural looking pillars. So then we can get rid of this. It looks a little bad right now, but don't worry, it will look better, I hope. But that's going to be the floor plan, I think. So next step, I think, is going to be building up the wooden part of the walls. Okay, I apologize. I feel like I went into a bit of a fugue state and I was not talking while I was working. This is where we're at currently. I've put some wooden support beams around the edges. I don't like how it looks, but this is what we're going for at this point. It's too late to turn back. It looks very rough. I hate this bit of it. I hate this corner. I hate this weird thing, but I'm trying to not remove as much of the existing arch as possible. But unfortunately, I think I've gotten to a point where it doesn't even look like I built under the arch anymore. I think that part of the build has been lost, which is kind of a shame. And I might have to find a way of re-emphasizing that later. But I just kind of want to focus on getting a shelter built. So I've been working on making the inside look a little cleaner. I'm going to put a floor down. And yeah, that's kind of the next steps right now. The amount of wood I'm using to build this place, by the way, I made all of these floor blocks. I hate them. It's so ugly, but I've committed at this point, so we'll worry about it later. The amount of wood I'm using is making me genuinely scared I'm going to, like, deforest my entire home, my entire, like, you know, biome I'm living in. Because I was like, how do you replant trees? Because they don't drop saplings. So then I went into this farmer's workbench, and there's a saplings thing here. So I checked, okay, I'm using cedar logs. If I wanted to make a cedar sapling, I need farmer's workbench 6. 6, dude. I need 5 cabbages for that. I don't even know where I get 1 cabbage. I don't know how I'm going to upgrade that. That might have to be one of the things we do next time is work on upgrading our stuff. I don't know. Let me know what I should be focusing on at this point in my Hytale playthrough, because I'm a little lost. Okay, putting in a roof. Hopefully the next big step in making this actually feel a little homely. But this is really just an interior roof. We're gonna have to make the exterior look nicer, because, like, I don't know how this sort of thing is gonna work or come into play. You see how, like, this arch is bigger? Like, should I make the roof arch? I think I should make the roof arch up to kind of accommodate the arch of the area, but I don't know exactly what that's gonna look like. Again, like, I want this place to look a little bit more organic, a little bit more like it's literally been built out of the existing terrain and stuff. It's just a matter of, like, figuring out what that's gonna look like. Like, okay, this sort of, like, thing, it looks a little bit more like built into the arch, right? Yeah, that again, it looks a little messy, but it's kind of what I'm going for. I don't want it to look super, you know, planned out. Again, like, the aesthetic I'm going for is Yoda's house from Empire Strikes Back, so that's kind of the energy I'm trying to channel. Okay, one thing I don't like, when I place slabs, it should just be like Minecraft, where I get to place top or bottom, depending on where I'm looking at, and then if I want to use a vertical slab, then I press R. But having to spam R just to go from top slab to bottom slab, I don't really like how that works, I'm gonna be honest. Not my favorite. How do I connect? Oh god, fences are a little awkward. I don't know why I'm putting a fence up here, by the way. How do I make... Oh, they just connect automatically. Okay. Do I want a fence up there? Maybe? I don't know, I'm just gonna leave it like that, and we'll figure it out later. Okay, and then I think... Oh, there's some sort of ice skeleton archer over there. Whoa, there's a giant cave back here. Okay, cool, good to know. And I think this little back part that sticks out beyond the hillock, that I'm going to give a more typical roof using the Hytale roof blocks because I haven't used those before. So I'd like to see how those are used with these. Which ones do I want? I think I want shallow. How do these work? Let's see. I don't love the red color. I don't know if that's editable, but oh my god. How does this work? Yeah, I want it like that. And then okay, but how do I place it here? Okay. It's kind of weird that I have to have a block there. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this, you know? I don't think this looks good. And then how do I place one like... Oh, here we go. Yeah, place it there. Oh, shit. This is a little weird. A little funky. Okay, but like... not... Does that look bad? Let me look at it from the bottom. No, I think that looks alright, actually. Again, I don't love the color. I don't know if that's changeable, but I think I'm gonna go with that. I also just realized while I was chopping wood, this is our house, there's some sort of castle right here. I did not see earlier. Which is interesting. Maybe we should have just made this our house. No building necessary. But I said last episode, I want to build my own house. Like that is non-negotiable. I don't just want to live in a pre-made build. But like, maybe we could have. This place is not bad. There's no like loot in it that I can see so far. Hello? Maybe we can, okay, that'll be our house, but then we're going to remodel this place into something. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be great. Chili seeds. Okay, let's just take this stuff. I definitely want to start farming soon. That's going to be important for us, I think. Ooh, there is a chest in here. What is this? Lesser energy potion. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, we're gonna take this building and we're gonna refurbish it into something nice. I don't know what yet. I don't know what kind of things Hytale has that you need some, you know, extra space for, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Maybe that'll all down here can be like our farmland, and that'll be like our granary barn sort of building. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Okay, that looks kind of terrible, doesn't it? It looks terrible because like this really should be built out to the end here, but I like having this tree naturally be the corner of the build. It looks so bad. Oh, can you tell it's my first build in this game? It looks terrible. So bad, dude. So bad. Let's just do this to make it look a little better. Boom. That makes it look a little bit more tolerable, at least. It's getting dark. How do I make this look nicer? I think I just want regular. I can't see anything. Wait, it needs to be day. Okay. Get rid of this. Give it to me. Can I grab it, please? Not really. Okay, that's fine. Build this in. Okay, but then the question is, how do I get something up there? that, so it looks like the shingles connect. Is there a block I can use for that? Is there a roof block I can use? Oh, this maybe? Let's just make one of these to test. Okay. If I put this here, does that look... Oh, that looks perfect. Okay. Yeah, let's make a couple more of those. Okay, with all of that placed, I believe we are now officially in shelter territory. Oof, that looks bad. It does not look great back here. This is all rough, but we'll figure that out. We'll do something back there that'll make it nicer. But I believe we're in shelter territory because we have a roof, we have walls, we have a floor. There's no outside inside of this house. If that makes sense. So one thing we gotta do is we gotta find a better place for these torches, because right now it's no bueno. Nothing that's going on in here is making a whole lot of sense. So we'll put this torch here. That kind of leaves this whole bit of the house in darkness though, but that's okay. We'll fix that. This here, this here, this one here. Okay, this isn't bad. Hey, this is pretty cozy. It could use some windows. It could definitely use some windows. It's definitely giving more Hobbit house than I was anticipating. I had a different image in my mind. Here's the thing I'm concerned about with windows. I don't think that's see-through. I don't think there's any see-through blocks in this game. I don't know if it's a stylistic choice or a limitation of the engine or something. But I don't think that that's a window. And there's no windows here. Poisoned log. Ooh, that's a window, but it looked kind of ratchet. This? Any windows? No one has any windows for me. Okay, next step. I'm going to move everything from out here in. Which is going to be a bit of a pain. Actually, I'm going to make some more chests right now. Boom, boom. Okay. And now we're going to start moving everything inside. And that'll make it look a lot more homely, I think. Okay, I think the farmer's one can go outside. Because it's like a little, thing. That looks pretty cute. I think the workbench, so I put my chests here. I think the workbench, oh, I kind of wish I had put my furnace here, Because that looks like a chimney. Well, I'll put it there. Looks a little cramped, but it's fine. I'll put my regular workbench here. Builder's workbench here. Oh god, I don't want everything to look like too randomly placed around, The bed is definitely going to be in here. This is going to be the bedroom. Look, there's even this is my little bedside table here. Nice. Okay. And then we'll just put this furniture one here. And that's kind of home. We have a house now, dude. A permanent residence. I'm genuinely so excited. That's my first house in Hytale. It looks a little bad. But everybody's first house in a game like this is a little shit. And this one is no different. But it feels good to have a place that we can call home now. It means for the rest of the series we can kind of focus on some other stuff. So let me know what else I should kind of be working on in this game. I think next time I'm going to tackle farming, and I'm going to do some more mining to get some more resources, because it looks like we need to upgrade all of our workbenches. This one can't be upgraded, but this one definitely can, and we need a lot of stuff to upgrade it. This furnace, we need a lot of stuff. This one we can't upgrade, but you get the idea. There's tons of stuff for us to do. Oh, we can make unique lights for our house. Okay, we're also going to be looking at this bench and making a bunch of cute decorations to put in our house. But that's all for next time, because this time is done. We have built our beautiful, beautiful home. And so that will be the end of this video. If you have any recommendations for what I should do next, what I should do with my house, things I should take a look at in this game, please let me know in the comments below. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. It really helps me out. But other than that, that is it for this episode of Hytale. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you all next time. Later!